Nice turnout for that groundbreaking.
Yeah, wasn't that
It was.
awesome?
It was very, very nice.
I was waiting for it to open up and start pouring.
Yeah, everybody kind of was hoping.
We're on, Roy.
We are on?
Yep, whenever you're ready.
All right, we will call the meeting to order. Roll call, Jen?
Commissioner Delzero,
Here.
Commissioner Erickson,
Here,
Commissioner Waldner,
Here.
Commissioner Abraham,
Here.
Mayor Lindsay.
Here. Attached, you have the minutes from the August 26th meeting. Are there any corrections or additions?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from August 26th.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. You have attached the agenda for today, September 5th. Are there any additions, corrections? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
also move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no appearances, acknowledgements, and correspondence, we'll move into old business. Hearing on the application for the sale of alcoholic beverages, transfer from J. Olson Enterprises, Cherry Lanes to Cherry Bar LLC. Okay? And that information is presented. Is there any discussion?
It's all in order
Everything in
and
order.
everything.
Yep,
Everything's in order? Okay. So do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the transfer from J. Olson Enterprises, Cherry Lanes to Cherry Bar LLC.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, when
Yes.
the minutes reflected, I did not partake in that vote.
Okay?
Thank you.
New business, video lottery machine license, Cherry Bar LLC. Any discussion?
Again, Jen, everything's in and
Everything's in
proper.
order. Yep, 4 machines.
Okay?
I'll make a motion to approve and allow the video lottery machine license for Cherry Bar LLC.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I would like, the record reflected, I did not participate in that action.
Very good. Resolution 2013-26, approving a tax increment district number 2 for Lake County. And the information in that is attached. Any discussion? Okay, everyone understands? Okay, Lake County is going to put in a tax increment district, and it's within the city limits, so. All right,
This
we
is
have
our
a
small
resolution
piece of
here. Do we have a motion?
I'll move to approve the tax increment district.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Authorize mayor to sign joint powers agreement with Lake County Recreation Trail to Lake Herman. Chad, is there anything you want to add to that, or?
Yes, I could add just a few things if you're.
Okay.
This is an amendment to an agreement that's already in place with a few slight revisions. Actually, it started as an amendment, I should correct myself. It actually replaces the previous agreement, but all the provisions, with a few exceptions, are the same. The previous agreement with Lake County from 2009 was for a previous anticipated route for the rec trail from the city to Lake Madison. It included a portion along Highland Avenue, but this revised route, which the commission and the rec trail committee looked at back in June of this year, is intended to go primarily all along County Road 38 on the south side of Highway 38, County Road 38, all the way in phases.
To Lake Herman.
Right, to Lake Herman. And so what this does is just allows us to use that county right-of-way for the trail. One of the provisions that was added in this was to allow the county to also have previously they had consultation and review privileges, so to speak, in their agreement. Now they have a joint approval process included, and that was their request, and that's fine by me, you know, and so.
Very good.
I don't have any concerns about that, and then this is one of the things that we would need, should we proceed with a revised Phase 2, so to speak, to Lake Herman on the south side of 10th Street, starting from Washington Avenue. There's some other items that will be forthcoming to the City Commission from the South Dakota Department of Transportation to utilize those earmark funds. It'll be subsequent to this, but this is one of the necessary blocks,
Steps.
getting this ready, yes. So, and I don't know, did I miss anything? I know Commissioner Waldner is on liaison to the Rec Trail Committee, and I've worked with him some on this as well.
No, you covered it well. I think just, in a nutshell, I think for the other commissioners, we've always kept the county up to date on anything we've been doing, and certainly it's within their right-of-ways, and this just kind of holds, the county's been really good with the rec trail that we're doing out on Highway 19, and then they're gonna pick it up from there, and they're extending it, and they're doing some neat things with that as well, and so certainly any time we're looking at doing any of this type of thing, the county should be involved in it, and they have been in the past. This just gives them another a step to be even more involved and actually get their approvals. And getting their approvals shouldn't be a problem, because if we've done our work, Rec Trail Committee has done their work, and everything's all in place, it should be pretty easy to be able to get their approvals.
Very good. Any other discussion? Do we have a motion?
I'll also move to authorize the mayor to sign the joint powers agreement with Lake County on the recreation trail to Lake Herman.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Authorize the mayor to sign professional services agreement with H.R. Green on the Highway 34 water and sewer design. Chad, would you like to address this?
Yes, I can address this and try to be brief. If there's further questions, I can elaborate. This is for this company, who is also the DOT's consultant. They've already hired them to do the design of the 34 reconstruction from Subway to Pizza Ranch, also known as 2nd Street. And this agreement covers the utilities portion. That part, the utilities portion, is not covered in the DOT contracts, design, or in any way. And so we have talked about this project with the Public Works Department, and we do believe we need to upgrade the utilities while the road is open. We have not used H.R. Green before. However, I've requested and received some references. I've called them, and they've done very satisfactory work on projects like this before for those parties. It is a unique project. It's going to be a major project, going through town and the phasing of the state highway, and so there's a significant amount of coordination for this, starting even in September and October of this year. We'll start already before the project that won't be bid until February of 16, and so I would recommend that we would utilize H.R. Green to do that portion of the project, to coordinate and work through this project for us.
Any questions or discussion?
Chad, just, you indicated the reference in projects. What, are there projects like Brookings, Watertown, any areas?
They've done some major projects in Sioux Falls. I believe it was Cliff Avenue.
Okay.
And they work for the city of Sioux Falls in the same capacity. It's the same sort of an arrangement with the DOT, having the road project and them having the, designing both, and then in the road and the utility part. And I talked to the city engineer there, and he was had very good things to say about these folks, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Mhm.
Chad, when you're saying utilities, I was reading, and are you also including like the telco companies, your CenturyLink, Midco, cable TV, internet, or can they lay like dark fiber in there and kind of, I mean, I know with a lot of your projects, you always contact them and stuff as well, but can we make sure to contact them and even twist their arm a little and say, listen, I don't want you coming back in 3 years and having to dig up our nice new cemented road and everything and all the work DOT put into it and,
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
That's a big part of both the, I wasn't privy to the state's contract, but their normal process is to very much involve the utilities in relocations and then new installations and so on and so forth. But there's also components in this, in our contract regarding utilities, because it is, ours is a little bit more underground, if you will, because of the water and sewer is a little deeper, so there's impacts that we may have that the road-only type of construction would not have.
Right.
But most definitely that will be part of it, with those utilities for sure.
okay. Well, I'm just thinking of
Mhm.
all the different, I mean, Midco, WOW, SDN, CenturyLink, I mean, just keep naming them all that, you know, I just don't want them to have to dig it up in another 3 years, you know,
Yeah.
and so even if I can just lay the dark fiber or do that kind of stuff, I think would be huge, so.
Yeah, lay the conduits and just
Yeah.
have it so they don't have to make those patches and cuts. Nobody likes that.
And along with that, I guess the other part is that kind of intrigues me about this as well, is that we're looking at the same company that's going to do the actual road, as well as then being able to handle ours, so should eliminate some finger pointing other than at themselves.
That's a big part of the consideration for that. Yes, DOT's hired them, and then we would with this as well. And with the coordination and the phasing that you'll need for this, they'll probably build it half at a time, of course, and then we have to, put in the new water and sewer. We have to determine if we're gonna put it all in one half or, so all those
Yeah.
things that will be, and make it a single plan set essentially. And ultimately, we will have to, it's likely, through this DOT process, we'll be bidding this jointly with the DOT. And then, much like some of our other similar projects, then we split off, so to speak. We have the same contractor as the DOT construction contractor, with our own contract, and they have their own contract as well. So
Okay,
all those things will be forthcoming, and you'll get to see those as this comes through as well.
as long as you keep track of ours, well, I'm fine.
Any further discussion? Do we have a motion?
I'd make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the professional services agreement with HR Green for the Highway 34 water and sewer design.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 5, appoint Housing and Redevelopment Commission Jean Stemper. And as you know, she will be taking the place of Jerry Elpert, who has served on that commission for over 30 years.
Wow.
And so we want to acknowledge and thank Jerry for his expertise and commitment to the Housing and Redevelopment Commission. Any further discussion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Housing and Redevelopment Commission and appoint Gene Stemper to it.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We also have bills attached and bills for ratification. Is there any additions, corrections, questions?
Make a motion to approve and ratify the bills.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Personnel, there are also some personnel actions in that, that are attached. Any questions
I'd make a
or
motion to
discussion?
approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no other new business, we do have an executive session scheduled. So do we have a motion to go into executive session?
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to go into executive session at 5:51. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.